Welcome to Cape Town News. Do hit subscribe and never miss a thing. Today is Wednesday, the 19th of November, 2025, and here is what is making headlines in the Western Cape. 64 million rand land deal sparks political firestorm in Cape Town. Airbnb surge chokes inner-city housing as locals are priced out. Delft in shock after 9-year-old boy takes his own life. Stone-throwing terror hits N2 and R300 as attacks surge again. Padel communities celebrate record year and look to bigger 2026. Red Bull King of the Air returns with extreme Cape Town winds. Cool, cloudy Thursday ahead with fresh winds and light swell. Scrutiny is intensifying around the Western Cape government's purchase of a 64 million rand table view land parcel, following sharp criticism from the Good Party and former mayoral committee member Brett Heron, who questioned why the province bought the site when a larger neighbouring property reportedly cost just 9 million rand. Heron described the 17-hectare site in the Killarney Gardens precinct as partly undevelopable because 7 hectares form part of a wetland. He said city officials in 2018 estimated the land to be worth about 20 million rand, while the Industrial Park Owners Association placed its value close to 21 million rand, well below the final price paid by the province. According to Heron, earlier negotiations with the private seller brought the asking price down from 88 million rand to 64 million rand, and he argued that the supposedly urgent need to relocate the Sialala informal settlement has not materialized 7 years later. He said trains remain suspended and the province must explain the rationale behind securing the land instead of utilizing city-owned parcels already earmarked for housing near the same corridor. Heron also pointed out that other comparable land deals at the time reflected significantly lower costs per square metre, raising questions about value for money. The Office of Infrastructure MEC Tertuis Simmers has rejected the criticism, saying the province purchased the land only after the city requested urgent intervention, confirming that it needed the site but could not complete its own procurement in time. His office said city officials had already investigated the property, confirmed that most of it was developable, and had themselves offered 64 million rand back in 2017. Simmers said the province simply matched the valuation and price the city had already accepted. The Western Cape government says it will fully cooperate with any special investigating unit process. Cape Town's inner city is becoming increasingly inaccessible to ordinary residents, with a new local spatial development framework revealing that 70% of all residential units in the central business district are used for hotel management or short-term rentals, such as Airbnb. Only 30% of apartments are occupied by long-term tenants or owners, leaving most locals priced out of the area. The framework warns that rising tourism demand will further shrink available housing for Cape Townians, whose median income is just over 14,000 rand per month. This makes even the smallest apartments in new developments far out of reach for most families. Inside Airbnb, data shows that the city centre and surrounding areas host more than 5,600 short-term listings, with most owned by individuals and companies controlling multiple apartments. Some hosts manage more than 100 listings. Analysts warn that this concentration of ownership reduces rental stock for residents and inflates prices across the central city. A 2025 study found the average rental for a studio apartment in the inner city exceeded 15,000 rand per month, well above what the average household can afford. 2-bedroom apartments averaged more than 34,000 rand, deepening inequality within one of the country's largest property markets. City planners estimate demand for more than 21,000 affordable units in the inner city over the next 15 years, but warn that at current income levels, more than 90% of residents cannot afford central city housing. The city says it is developing a short-term rental bylaw and considering commercial rates for properties used for tourist stays. Officials also say more than 5,000 affordable units are in the development pipeline, though critics argue this supply remains too slow to counter the scale of displacement. The Cape Flats community of Delft is reeling after a 9-year-old grade 3 learner from Delft North Primary School took his own life on Sunday, prompting grief, shock, and urgent calls for expanded mental health support in schools. The Western Cape Education Department confirmed the tragedy and said counselling teams have been deployed to support classmates, teachers, and the affected family, while specialists assist as the inquest proceeds. Ward councillor Michelle Adonis described the incident as heartbreaking, saying she met with the school's leadership and learners soon after the news broke. She confirmed that trained social workers will be stationed at the school for continued support, while community leaders say the tragedy has intensified concern over mental health pressures affecting young children in high-risk areas already battling poverty, instability, and exposure to crime. Safety groups in Delft say the community struggles with gang activity, household strain, and limited access to psychological care, all of which heighten emotional stress on children. The Education Department urged parents and caregivers to watch for behavioral changes and seek immediate help from school-based support teams or nearby clinics. The inquest remains open, and officials say all circumstances surrounding the child's death will be examined as calls grow for expanded school-level mental health support across the Western Cape. Cape Town motorists are raising alarms over a rise in stone-throwing attacks along the N2 and R300 corridors, with recent incidents leaving drivers injured and vehicles badly damaged. Councillor Emre Uygun from the Freedom Front Plus says multiple complaints have been filed, including a Johannesburg family whose vehicle was struck near the airport precinct, and a Somerset West doctor injured when a stone shattered his windscreen near the Borchards Quarry off-ramp. Uygun says broken fencing and gaps along the roadside allow offenders, often believed to be juveniles, to strike and flee rapidly. He warned that several hotspots remain vulnerable despite ongoing operations and community warnings. City Mayoral Committee member for Safety and Security, J.P. Smith, says the Highway Patrol Unit continues to strengthen visibility, clear debris, and respond to alerts along the N2 and R300. He noted that while most of the more than 2,000 logged route incidents relate to breakdowns rather than crime, several areas remain high risk. Smith said the city is monitoring known trouble points through its CCTV network and coordinating patrols with the South African Police Service and private security units. Officials urge motorists to stay alert, maintain safe stopping distances, and report suspicious roadside behavior immediately. Cape Town's booming paddle scene is celebrating a milestone year as Padel for Good closed its 2025 season with a high-energy men's tournament at the Racket and Ball Paddle Club on Bree Street. The final saw Justin Rookledge and Richard Woolrich take top honours, with Michael Flinnan and Tristan Karakashian finishing second, and Jano Vorster with Johnny Ferreira securing bronze. Padel 4. Good spokesperson Kathleen Barker said the organisation achieved its biggest fundraising year yet, with proceeds supporting local charities that aid vulnerable women and children. She thanked players, sponsors and supporters for helping grow the sport while contributing to meaningful causes. Barker also hinted at 3 new initiatives coming in 2026, aimed at expanding partnerships, strengthening community involvement, and increasing participation across the city. Padel continues to rise in popularity across South Africa, with Cape Town remaining one of the strongest growth hubs. Organisations like Padel Nation are installing new courts at speed, though access in underserved areas remains limited. National sporting recognition is still under consideration by the South African Sports Confederation and Olympic Committee, and Padel for Good says it hopes to remain central to the sport's expansion while maintaining its charity-driven mission. Cape Town is preparing for the return of one of the world's most extreme kiteboarding competitions as the Red Bull King of the Air takes over Kite Beach Bloberg from the 22nd of November to the 7th of December. The 13th edition of this global spectacle brings elite riders from around the world to battle Cape Town's fierce summer winds in a test of soaring height, technical skill, and explosive aerial tricks. Competitors are judged on jump altitude, control, and the execution of daring maneuvers that often push the sport to its limits. Organizers say the 2025 event will feature improved athlete zones, upgraded spectator vantage points, and full international broadcast coverage. With Cape Town's wind season in full swing during the event window, fans can expect challenging conditions that typically produce some of the highest and most dramatic jumps of the global tour. Entry remains free, and the event is hosted by Summit Events as a flagship feature on the city's summer calendar. Spectators are encouraged to arrive early as high wind days draw large crowds and congest beach access routes. Here are your money, commodities, and crypto updates. Starting with the major currencies. The US dollar is trading today at 17 Rand and 19 cents. The British pound stands at 22 Rand and 59 cents. And the euro will cost you 19 Rand and 91 cents. Moving to the commodities market. Gold is priced at 2,246 Rand and 37 cents per gram. Silver is trading at 28 Rand and 4 cents per gram. Platinum is valued at 845 Rand and 39 cents per gram. And Brent crude oil is trading at $64.55 per barrel. In the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin is valued at 1,587,728 Rand. Ethereum is trading at 53,370 Rand, while Ripple XRP is priced at 37 Rand and 91 cents. And Solana is trading at 2,412 Rand. These figures reflect the latest available market data and may shift as global trading continues through the day. Tomorrow brings a warm and settled day across the Western Cape. Cape Town starts with clear skies and a gentle breeze in the morning, warming to around 24 degrees under bright sunshine by midday. Winds stay light through the afternoon, making it a comfortable day outdoors. Parel follows a similar pattern with calm conditions early on and temperatures climbing to about 26 degrees. Stellenbosch enjoys clear skies and a warm afternoon near 25 degrees, offering pleasant conditions for outdoor activities. Along the coastline, the ocean stays steady with a moderate southwesterly swell. Waves remain manageable for paddlers and surfers, and beach conditions look favorable for most of the day. Tides begin with a low tide just after 7 o'clock in the morning, before rising to a high tide near 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Expect another low tide shortly after 7 o'clock in the evening. Sunrise is shortly after 6 o'clock, and sunset arrives just after 7 o'clock, giving us a long stretch of daylight. If you are heading to Kite Beach, Bloberg this week, the calmer wind tomorrow offers a quiet pause before the stronger wind patterns expected later in the weekend. With that, we conclude today's bulletin, and now you know what's happening in the mother city. Thank you for watching Cape Town News. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. We appreciate your support. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget tomorrow's Cape Town News drops right here on YouTube at 12 noon. Meanwhile, stay safe, informed, and connected.